All right, we have a 6-team game on Desert. We are, it looks like, playing against some people called SOS. Not sure who they are. See some different names in here. Impero. Not sure if this is Italy or something like that. And today we're not alone. We have Mr. Lollipop. Just kidding, it's someone named Yati. Yati is a guy who I found online starting to play Territorialio in a video, and he had a video where he lost all his games. So I sent him some tips and he asked if he can play. So we're gonna try to help him out. We're gonna see how he's doing. We see him over here. So we got a duo series going on, but this is not like some of the other duos that I'm gonna play with just totally cracked player. It's gonna be a little bit more of a carry. I'm not sure how good he is. He's been playing for about 2 weeks. So he's doing all right here. We actually got a pretty good setup here just because we have good pockets and he's doing well with his opening. So we might even get him a win in his first game. I think he's gotten a win. It's not like he knows nothing. It's not like he completely knows nothing, but I should probably do a series with some people who totally know nothing. Then again, is that even really different than my typical gameplay? Not even sure, because I deal with a lot of people who know nothing. I mean, Territorialio, for me, with kind of the tips that I do in videos, I've kind of created a tier list of basically like kind of tips and also thinking with players. And I feel like all my play, I've had to kind of adjust it, just really understanding, like, I think I've had some kind of high expectations. I still need to process it all. So let me focus in on the opening. We see a landmine here. That's basically what I call a player who has started playing, but they've left. So they're just gonna randomly attack. And now I'm gonna keep on going and I'll pop back in a sec when I'm done with the opening. All right, so we're coming out of the opening and what we can see here is Mr. Yati. He's going to probably, well, he might get hit by this guy. I don't know why this guy's attacking me, bro. Bro, what even is this? I'm not even actually out of the opening. I'm like missing stuff. Dude, what's even going on? He's probably gonna try to help me. Doing kind of assessment. We just don't want to be next to this blue player. And we have a couple good players on our team. So this guy, not sure what he's doing. He's just crazy and out of his mind. So Mr. Yati's getting some land there. He got a little bit. And I'm just thinking, should I be hitting this? What's even happening? Is this, oh, this is a person. Okay, I didn't realize it was a person. So he's going after this, so Yati's going after this Christian guy. And he needs to be very careful. It's not necessarily, well, it's actually a fine decision because he's now so vulnerable. But he's just got to be conscious of overall troop levels. So we just want you to defend there. Just go and defend there. We'll help you out in a second. It looks like we've got Super Snowball. We had 2 other competent teammates. That's kind of GG. I mean, so is there a lesson from this game? No, just do well. Choose a good opening. Choose a good position because I had no one near me. All right, so that's GG. We let the other people live, and let's jump on to another game. All right, we have a 2-team game on Australia. This is not my pick. This is Yati's pick for this game. This is not my type of thing. 2-team games, we all know the advanced strategy. Click the other color, and that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna go here just because we want a different pocket. Bro, leave me alone. I don't want people right next to me. So, a lot of 2-team games, how I think of it, is just general competence. We can think of things about like just skill level, spawn positioning, and who has access to the most land, which are kind of part of that competence thing. But effectively, if we have kind of decent spawns and everyone kind of picks that, it all just comes down to who has like generally the like okayest play. But the kind of exceptions to that, which I think are the fun 2-team games, or when one team has like say 60% and you're stacked and you have to figure out with border management and basically divide and conquer how to win. Those games I think are really fun. So let me focus in on this very complicated opening as we know for these 2-team games and come back in the early game. So we're coming out of the early game, and what we can see here is this is another one of those kind of games, like just like I described. It looks like our team had better spawns, they probably have better competence, And that's how two-team games are sometimes. Like, there's not much to it. Like, like you think about this. I'm sorry to be so anti-hype, bro. I'm sorry to be so anti-hype. So I can attack here, or I can attack here. Is there really like a play of me like donating to someone? Like, look at this guy. So low competence, mid competence, maybe kind of upper mid competence, low competence, really low competence, really low competence, really low competence, really low competence. Like that's like, I hate to be that troll. And we can see Yati here. He got it. This was his pick. But we got to let him do some of the picks. Maybe we should try to throw him into the fire on the world map. But yeah, I mean, that is just kind of how this stuff works sometimes. We kind of want to get out here because if we're thinking about getting points, this guy, funnily enough, even with kind of like mid-tier competence and just totally lost game. But wait, how is this working? Do we have low competence people? So mid competence, this is lower mid, this is really low, this is okay. These are all like complete dumbasses. Morocco's actually done okay. Oh, I need to hit this. I need to hit this guy. I didn't even realize I had a border there. But I think I'm just kind of being greedy. Because you see in a game like this, I just did a solid opening. I sat on good troop count. And all these people who are just being crazy, like still expanding, doing whatever the heck they were doing, you can see that's it. And if some of my teammates did that better, that would have been a better result potentially. We can see fight. But how all this is kind of going down, and I'm going to just be greedy here. I'm going to be greedy and try to get out of here. Yeah, and it's all good because I think the game's kind of like pretty wrapped up, but let's see. No, we didn't get through that pocket, so we're a little bit cornered. Yati, so if you ever watch this video, if we actually show this one, because all the elite Territorialio players know, like, bro, like, what even is this? We're at 73%. Two-team games, they're very simple. So let me do this. Let's just go in here. Cool. So I just wanted to get out because I'm greedy and want more land. Yep, keep on full sending me, Mr. Spain. I love you, Mr. Spain. I would even try to pull up your flag if I could. So this game, you can also even think with like how some of these games go, is like if you have twice as many troops as people, you can pretty much just full send people down. And that's how the balance generally works. So let's take out that. Let's take out that. Do we get the crown? Do we get the crown? Send a boat. Send a boat. Get Tasmania. Get Tasmania. We got the crown. With the Morocco thing, we got 10 points, so GG. Two-team games, we know how it goes, and let's pop into another game. All right, we have a 5-player team game on North America. We are playing with Mr. Yati. So, looking at overall assessments, that's kind of one of the first things you want to do when you get out of choosing your spawn position. You really want to assess who's around you and start thinking about where you want to attack, where you want to go, what are your plans. The opening, I was going to say it's the same, but it's actually not because there's some variation. But what we can notice here is we see 3 black players down here. So what does that mean from a practical perspective? It probably means we're going to be fighting them, that they have nowhere else to go. So that's going to be on that front. We see some blue players here, and we see this one not doing super well. So that's kind of a thing about a target, but we also got to think of overall player balance with what's going on down here, because it looks like there's some semi-competent players on that front, as we do not do a good hit on a bot. So let me focus in on my opening, try to have a good start. We also have another black player here, and we'll pop back in a sec. All right, so coming out of the opening, something we really got to be conscious of is how low these 2 guys are down here. If we just let them sit, this will be disaster. So we actually, I don't know if we want to provoke a collapse, but how I think of this is we want to whack these dudes on the head. And that's good. We provoked a full send, so that's higher efficiency. That's good on our part. We don't love that this guy got super kind of stacked from whatever that just was. Yeah, so à connaissance, bonjour à tous les gens qui parlent le français ici. Moi, je parle un petit peu de français, right? So hello to all the French people watching. Now doing a reassessment. So we've gotten some good position, and I think we got to chill for a sec. I think we actually might want to bite out of this guy just to try to lower the threat level a tiny bit. And we're gonna hope that some of these guys help us out. So who did this? Trump Assassin. And we see Yati here. He just wants to defend for right now. We weren't really paying attention to him because we were trying to get our zone. Not sure what even that was. That was weird as heck. So he's gonna defend. He doesn't really have prospects. Some of the things that I bet if we go and watch the replay of this, he probably just didn't have a good opening kind of position, which effectively means in a lot of cases, you're just kind of sitting. As I've mentioned in many videos, Territorialio is a game of big fish. The thing that you're trying to do if you really want to get to a high level is you want to put the game in your hands so you can be making the decisions of what goes where. Because if you're relying on other people to basically collaborate effectively, which if you're in a clan, like easy peasy. One of the last games we played, even before the stream on North America, we had a guy from Ukraine support us with troops at a critical point where we could effectively push down another player. That was like really good. So I think with looking at overall dynamics, Yati's play, I almost just want him to sit there, but the part of the problem is you can see he's at 17k troops and he's on really, he's on red interest. So effectively, so we got full sent there, that's fine. That's fine. So I think now the play is like an absolute team game type of dynamic. I just want this guy to push up this way. So for this game, we're gonna actually do some more teamwork type of play. I have these guys on good terms, and if this guy goes down or full sends, we're going to be in a great spot. So we're gonna tell him to go there. We're gonna tell him to go up. We're gonna hope he does appropriate send levels, which is just thinking, yeah, we want you to go up. We want you to go up. Good job, good job. Because the dynamic we're seeing here is effectively, we're just being friends with these people, and a lot of the dynamics with Territorialio is that not everyone has really great map awareness, like even crediting, but then again, you gotta be conscious of like competence, because the send levels on this guy is absolute nuts. But what everyone should be noticing here, and this is the dangerous thing about putting things out of your hand, and now it's go time. Now it's go time. He's gonna be sacrificial lamb. We got 43%. It's really now or never for the other team, but there's been a huge lack of awareness, and we can even think of some type of dynamics of there's certain percentages of the map that if we think we have 45%, we have access to a lot of people. But this guy up here, whatever percentage he's at, he has zero access to any of that. He cannot send it. So if we think like in terms of a more regional distribution of power or kind of the effective distribution of occupation percentage, it's not even really 45%. And for the most part, like once you get over 50%, games are generally over. There's some exceptions, like we know about this type of stuff when we have Goliath or whatever, right? So this game, pretty classic example. We just supported our teammate right here. This is a good, solid play. Yati here, he's just basically, he didn't have the greatest spawn. And you know, that happens a lot in Territorialio. You don't have a good spawn. And all you can do is just do your part. All you can do is do your part. You gotta learn to pick better spawns with better pockets, better opening prospects. Because once you're behind, basically you're just kind of playing the game, the cards that you chose. And that's gonna be it. So it looks like we're gonna do peace here. I'm pretty cool with peace. I'm happy with that. All right, so we got peace. Looks like player 80 didn't know how to do peace. So GG, Yati, you did an okay job. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. I'll see you later.